Hi everyone, this is Chris at Chris Moreno Design, and in this video we will create a login screen in Adobe XD for the Taylor Mason Capital mobile app. In the previous video, we created the Taylor Mason Capital logo in Adobe Illustrator, so go ahead and check out that video if you missed it. And if you want to follow along with this video, the project file is in the description below. Alright, let's get to it. I have the project file opened in Adobe XD, and the project file consists of two artboards, two iPhone X artboards, one for the login screen, one for the sign up screen, and all of the assets, the colors, the symbols, everything we need is on the left hand side. So let's start wireframing the login screen first. Take the status bar symbol, drag that over, and I will position this 21 on the X and 14.33 on the Y. Next, drag the home indicator symbol out onto the artboard, and let's position this 121 on the Y and 121 on the X, 798 on the Y. Next, let's drag the large Taylor Mason Capital logo large onto the artboard, and we'll position this 82 on the X and 80 on the Y. Double checking that it is 80 from the top. That's perfect. Now let's create a line. We're going to have two lines, one for the username or email and one for the password. So let's create the first line. Border of 1 is perfect. We'll give it this gray color for now. And I want the width to be 275. Go ahead and center that. Zoom in a little. Let's create some text. This first text field will be username or email. Want the text left aligned. Lotto is fine. 16 point. Regular is perfect. Place it there for now. Let's go ahead and drag the user icon out onto the artboard. We'll left align the user icon with the line, and I want this 7.5 from the line, and I want to center this text with the icon, and I want it 8 pixels away from the icon. So that's perfect. Now I want the top of this text box 101.7 away from the logo. So I just want to bring it down, highlight everything and bring it down 1. That's perfect. Next, we can copy and paste. Highlight the text box, the icon, and the line. Copy and paste. Bring that down. Now I want the top of this text box to be 46.5 away from this line here. Just bring it up a little. 2 more. Perfect. We'll change this to password. And we don't need this icon. We will use the lock icon. Drag the lock icon out. Left align it. Want to make sure that's 7.5 from the line. And this is 8 across. That's perfect. Next, I want to add a box for the Remember Me option. You can drag. We'll make this box 15 across, 15 high. One border is perfect. We'll left align this to the line. And I want this 46.5 away from the bottom, the line right here. Next, we will add some text. This will be remember me. And I want this text 13 point. Lots of regular is perfect. I want to center it with the box and have it 5 across. Center that a little better. There we go. I'm going to copy and paste this text. I want to right align it and then line it up to the right of the lines. And this is going to be, it's going to say forgot password. And that takes care of this section. Now we need to add the button, the sign in button. Drag out a rectangle, get rid of the border. Let's go ahead and use this gray fill for now. Turn the opacity down, bring the opacity down to 25%. And this button is going to be 275 pixels wide, 50 pixels high, and we'll position this 50 on the X and 572 on the Y. We'll add some text for the sign in. I want to center this text. This is going to be 16 point. We'll use Lato Black. I'm just going to bring this into the button and I want to center align it. Make sure it's centered with the button. And I want to take this text, copy and paste it. In the last section, we'll center this text and put don't have an account, sign up. I want to highlight the sign up text. We'll underline it. I'll also make it bold. I want to make sure that this text is centered, and I want it 80 pixels from the bottom of the sign in button. Perfect. Now we have the wireframe for the login screen. Next, we will wireframe the sign up screen. I'm going to copy the status bar, copy the home indicator, and paste it into the artboard. I'm going to take my rectangle tool, draw out a rectangle, get rid of the border. We'll fill it with the gray and lower the opacity. Move this rectangle to the top and resize it to fit the whole artboard. And the height, I want 98. We'll copy the sign-in text from the login screen artboard, paste it into the sign-up screen artboard, and we'll change the word in to up. And I want this 157 on the X and 61 on the Y. Next, drag out the back arrow icon and position this 46 on the X and 59 on the Y. We'll drag out the small logo, position this 144 on the X and 139.13 on the Y. Now we'll go ahead and copy these two text fields over to the artboard. Zoom in. And I want the top of this text box to be 53.5 away from the bottom of the logo. So highlight everything and move it up to get it into position. $51.5, so drop it down 2 more. Let's double check. Okay, perfect. Now I'm just gonna take this second text field, highlight everything, and copy and paste. Drag it down. And then copy and paste it one more time, drag it down. So the spacing between all the text fields is 43.5. Now let's go ahead and update this text. This first text field is going to say create username. Second text field will be email. Now let's go ahead and switch this icon out, get rid of this lock icon, and we will drag the email icon out, align it to the left, and make sure it's 7.5 away from the line. Perfect. The third text field will remain password, and the fourth text field be retype password. Now our text fields are taken care of. And for the last few elements, we are just going to copy and paste the button and the text below it. Highlight the artboard and hit Command V. Now we want to change the word in to up. And down here we'll make a few text changes. This will say already have an account, and we'll change sign up to in. And I'm going to save this. And we have now finished the wireframing of the login screen and the sign up screen. So finally, we will add some color, some graphics, and a few actions in prototype mode. So let's go ahead and take care of that. Graphic I'm going to use is the NYC snow photo. So I'm going to drag that out, place it on top of the login screen. I'm going to take the gradient, drag it out, and place it on top of the photo. I just want to highlight these two elements and hold Shift, Command, left square bracket to move it to the back. Now we are going to recolor the status bar. And since the status bar is the symbol, we just need to recolor it once, and every instance of the status bar in our project will change. So this is a group over here. So I want to shift click the battery icon to get into the group, unlock it, zoom in, there we go. And I'm going to change the fill to white. On the border, change the fill to white. And we'll change that to white as well. Shift click to get back into the group, unlock the Wi-Fi icon, we'll change that to white. And then we'll shift click, unlock this icon, and change it to white as well. Now we'll also change the home indicator icon to white. And each instance of the home indicator will change as well. We'll leave it white over here, that's fine. And the status bar, if I shift command left bracket this rectangle backwards, the status bar over here is changed to white as well. And click this symbol, make this white as well. Now I want to change every icon to white as well, text to white, the lines to white. I'm going to change everything to white to make it look great on the graphic in the background. So I want to click on that icon, change it to white, click on the lock icon, change it to white, highlight the text fields, those will be white as well. And I want to change the opacity of these text fields to 75. Highlight the lines, select the lines, let's go back in there, select this line, select the first line. These will be white. For this box, I also want to change the border to white. And select the remember me text and the forgot password text. These will be white as well. And we'll go ahead and increase the opacity of the button back to 100% and make it white. And the text, we will use the 5588A3 blue. Scroll down in this last text line, make sure this is white as well. Going to save the project, and our login screen is final. Now let's do the same thing to the sign up screen. I'm going to copy and paste this rectangle, drag it down, and I want to make it the full size of the artboard. I'm going to delete the top. And I want to make this 100% and white. Because what I want to do is copy and paste the gradient and the NYC photo into this artboard. Shift command left bracket to bring it to the back. I'm going to highlight these elements. I'm going to highlight the gradient, the NYC photo, and the white rectangle I just created. Shift command left bracket, bring everything to the back. So now we have a nice header or a nice rectangle that matches the login screen graphic. I'm going to zoom in and start changing these elements to white. Highlight the back arrow icon, change that to white. sign up text, change that to white. Now this small logo, we're going to change it to the blue 558883 blue. Now this user icon I had copy and pasted from the first. It's a symbol that I copy and pasted, so I want to ungroup this symbol. So now if I change the color, I can change the color of that icon and not affect the first symbol. And the same thing with this lock icon. Since it's a symbol, I'm going to ungroup the symbol, because on this artboard I want these icons a different color. I want it the 558883 blue. And email, it's fine. Since we only used it once, we can change the color of that symbol. And now our icons are two different colors on the two different artboards. Now I want to highlight the lines, select all the lines, and make sure they are the gray 838383 gray. Same thing with the text. All the text boxes, highlight them, click the gray color, and I want to decrease the opacity of these text boxes to 50%. And we'll go down to the button. The appearance back to 100%. We will use the blue. Click the sign up text. We'll change that to white. The text down here, highlight it. Want to make sure it's the 83 gray. I'm going to save the project. So now we have finalized the login screen and the sign up screen. And the last step, we will assign a few actions in prototype mode. So let's click over to prototype mode. Now when a user is on the login screen and they don't have an account, we want them to click this text area and it will take them to the sign up screen. And we want to make sure the action is transition. The animation will change it to slide left. And ease out 0.3 seconds is perfect. Now, once the user is on the sign up screen, we want them to be able to get back to the login screen. So we will highlight the back arrow and assign an action to the back arrow that takes it back to the login screen. And we will change this transition to slide right, or that we'll change the animation to slide right. And we also have another call to action down here that we will allow the user to get back to the login screen. And we will also keep that to slide right. Now if we click the play button in the upper right corner for the desktop preview, we get to see how our app is functioning. Resize this. All right, now you should be able to fully see it. So when the user is on the first screen, the sign-in screen, and they don't have an account, click the sign up text. It'll take them to the sign up screen, and they can get back to the first screen easily with the back arrow. So we'll have the sign up screen or the sign-in screen. Just click sign up. If they accidentally went to the sign up screen and they already have an account, they can get back to the sign in screen by clicking the text below. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video,